नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका के न्यूज़ 24/7 में। तो चलिए देखते हैं आज की हेडलाइंस। न्यू हैम्पशायर न्यूज़पेपर पब्लिशर फाइंड $620 over political advertisement omissions. The judge has acquitted Deborah Paul, publisher of the London Daily Times, of a sixth misdemeanor charge following a bench trial in November. A judge has fined the New Hampshire, publisher of a weekly community newspaper, $620 after finding her guilty of 5 misdemeanor charges that she ran advertisement for local races without properly marking them as political advertising. The judge has acquitted Deborah Paul, publisher of the London Daily Times, of a sixth misdemeanor charge following a bench trial in November. Paul initially faced a maximum penalty of up to a year in jail and a $2,000 fine on each charge, but prosecutors did not ask for jail time. Instead, they requested a total fine of $3,720 plus 100 hours of community service. Paul's lawyer asked for a $500 fine or $100 per each charge and said she already performed a service and volunteers in the community. The judge issued his sentence late Wednesday. Bengaluru News Live updates. Karnataka logs 104 new COVID cases. Active infection surged to 271. Karnataka reported 104 fresh COVID cases of COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. This takes the total number of active cases in the state to 271, with 4 COVID deaths reported since December 15. The case positivity rate in the last 24 hours stands at 5.93%. The Karnataka government had on Friday constituted a 4-member cabinet subcommittee headed by State Health Minister Dinesh Gundurao to monitor the measure to contain the spread of COVID-19. Other than Rao, the 3 ministers in the panel are Social Welfare Minister Dr. H.C. Mahadevappa, Medical Education Minister Dr. Sharan Prakash Patil, and Higher Education Minister Dr. M.C. In other news, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddharamaiah on Saturday clarified that there is no order issued by the government to lift the restriction on hijab. Speaking to reporters in Mysuru, he said, "We have still not issued any order regarding this. A question of hijab was asked, for which I said we are considering to lift ban on wearing hijab in schools and colleges. We will discuss in the government level and then take a decision." This comes after Siddharamaiah Friday said that the restriction on wearing hijab, headscarf, in educational institutions within the state will be lifted starting December 23. Air India's first wide-body 350-900 aircraft lands in national capital. Air India first wide-body A350-900 aircraft sporting new brand livery arrived here from European aviation major Airbus Toulouse facility in France. The aircraft registered as VTJRA touched down at the national capital's Indira Gandhi International Airport at 13:46 hours, making the Tata Group-owned airline the first aircraft operated in India to have this type of aircraft in its fleet, a statement said. The delivery flight is operated using a special call sign AI350, it said. The aircraft is the first of Air India's 20 Airbus A350-900 on order, with 5 more scheduled for delivery through March 2024, the airline said. India drone strike, cargo ship attack off Gujarat coast. A cargo ship was struck by a drone off the coast of the western Indian state of Gujarat on Saturday. The Liberia-flagged chemical products tankers were linked to Israel according to maritime security firm Ambri and was heading from Saudi Arabia to India. The attack sparked a fire on board. The ship was put out, but none of the roughly 20 crew members were harmed. It comes after a series of drone and rocket attacks on ship in the Red Sea by Iran-backed Houthi rebels. The group, which controls much of Yemen, has carried out more than 100 drones and missiles attacks on 10 vessels, according to US officials. It claims to be targeting Israel over the war in Gaza. Many large global shipping groups have suspended operations in the Red Sea due to the increased risk of attack, but it is not yet clear who was behind the strike near India on Saturday. The incident took place 200 natural miles (370 km) southwest of the city of Venerable, according to British military United Kingdom Maritime Trade Operation (UKMTO). Odisha Alert District has IMD forecast Dense fog Sunday G Udaygiri coldest at 5.8 degrees Celsius. With the IMD forecasting the prevalence of dense fog in various parts of Odisha Sunday, the Special Elected Commissioner SRC Satyabrat Sahu has asked all the district collectors to heighten vigil and take measures to prevent road accidents in the view of the prediction. The SRC, in a letter to all the collectors Friday night, asked police and transport officials of the district to take necessary steps for control plying of vehicles on the highways during foggy conditions to prevent any accident. The Indian Meteorological Department said dense foggy conditions will prevail in Puri, Khordha, Nayagarh, Ganjam, Gajapati, Sundargarh, Keonjhar, Angul, Dhenkanal, Cuttack, Kandhamal, Kalahandi, Raigada and Koraput districts Sunday. Meanwhile, the state experienced a slight rise in the minimum temperature in the last 24 hours. The mercury is likely to dip by another 2 degrees Celsius over the next 24 hours with no significant change thereafter for a few days, the Meteorological Center Bhubaneswar said Friday. However, at least 10 places in the state recorded temperature below the 10 degrees Celsius mark in the last 24 hours. G. Udaygiri in Kandhamal district recorded the lowest temperature, 5.8 degrees Celsius Saturday. The area had recorded 4 degrees Celsius Thursday and Friday. On Saturday, G. Udaygiri was followed by Phulbani, Kandhamal at 7, Kiri Sundargarh at 7.7, Semligoda, Koraput and Daringmari Kandhamal at 8 each, Keonjhar at 8.8, Sundargarh 8.9, Angul and Nabarangpur at 9 each and Bhavanipatna, Kalahandi at 9.5 degrees Celsius. The twin cities of Bhubaneswar and Cuttack recorded 14.8 and 14.4 degrees Celsius respectively, the Met Office said. Former Odisha Governor Rajendran passes away. M. Rajendran, who retired as Chief Secretary of Tamil Nadu and also served as Odisha Governor, passed away in a private hospital in Chennai on Saturday. He was 88 and is survived by his wife Sushila Rajendran, 2 sons and a daughter. Rajendran, who passed out of Madras Christian College, was a 1957 batch IAS topper. He served in Tamil Nadu for more than 3 decades. He was district collector of Tirunelveli when his close friend and the late Chief Election Commissioner T.N. Seshan was helming Madurai district. He was Ramathapuram collector too. At that time, he handled the cyclone in Dhanushkodi in 1964. This cyclonic experience helped him handle the cyclonic storm that hit Odisha in 1999, along with the state government. While he was governor of the state, Chief Minister M.K. Stalin said in his condolence message. COVID India cases highlights no need to panic, need to remain alert, says expert. The outbreak of the JN1 subvariant of SARS-CoV-2 has triggered concern in the country, with the union government directing state to send samples of all COVID-19 test swabs for whole genome sequencing in an attempt to step up a vigil for any concerning variant of the virus. The affected states that have shown a slight increase in cases in India, including Kerala, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, Goa, Puducherry, Gujarat, Telangana, Punjab and Delhi. States have amped up their preparedness and introduced individual surveillance guidelines as a precautionary measure. Nearly 93% of those infected have mild symptoms and are isolating at home. Among those who are undergoing treatment at various hospitals across the country, only 0.1% are on ventilator support. 1.2% are admitted into the intensive care unit ICU and 0.6% are on oxygen support, the government data said. Although classified in the variant of interest VOI category, the World Health Organization WHO said there is no evidence that JN1 present at increased risk to public health relative to other currently circulating variants. The UN health body also said that the evidence at hand suggests current vaccines are capable of preventing severe disease and death. COVID returns. Odisha report lone positive case in past 24 hours. As per the official data, the COVID-19 positive cases has been detected after a brief gap of 20 days. The last positive case of COVID-19 infection in state was reported on December 3, 2023. Amid the scar over the spurt in COVID-19 cases and the detection of new subvariant JN1 in some states in the country, Odisha reported one COVID-19 case on Saturday. As per official data, the COVID-19 positive case has been detected after a brief gap of 20 days. The last positive case of COVID-19 infection in the state was reported on December 3, 2023. Health expert Dr. Surya Prakash Chaudhary said people need to be cautious as usually there is detection of new COVID-19 variant during the part of the season between December and January. It appears that next 4 to 6 weeks are crucial for everybody. Whenever any variant is reported, the infection usually peaks in several parts of the country, said Chaudhary. Even though cases of infection might rise, there is no need to panic as all people are vaccinated. The data from Singapore and USA suggests that cases spike but the symptoms are mild. JN1 scare. Odisha Health Depth advises elderly people to use face mask. In view of the swelling of JN1 and COVID-19 cases across the nation, the Odisha Health Department issued an advisory on Sunday. The health department has urged people to use face masks while going out in view of emergence of JN1 variant of COVID-19 in different states. The information was shared by the Health and Family Welfare Department on its official X, formerly known as Twitter handle. The health authority informed that elderly people and people with comorbidities should wear face masks while going out. The health department also advised the elderly people and persons overcoming with any sort of health complications to avoid visiting crowded places. It is pertinent to mention here that Odisha reported one COVID-19 positive case in the past 24 hours. It is after a gap of 20 days that a COVID-19 infection case has been reported in the state. With the case of new JN1 variant of COVID being reported in several other states in the country, concerns are being expressed over a spike in COVID cases. However, experts say that it is time to remain alert, even though the cases with the new JN1 variant are mild. ऐसे ही और न्यूज़ को जानने के लिए जुड़ रहिए के न्यूज़ 24/7 के साथ.